Okay, so today we are in the Cessna 172 Skyhawk in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and we're going to be taking a look at how to calibrate your airspeed indicator to show your true airspeed. Now, keep in mind that this can only be done in the classic version of the 172, because if you have a glass cockpit like the G1000, it's going to do this calculation for you. So let's get a bit closer to our airspeed indicator and take a look at how we do this. So if you take a look at the airspeed indicator, you can see that there are actually two scales. So on the inner ring we have our not indicated airspeed, which is fixed, but along this outer white ring, this is where we actually see our true airspeed. But in order for this reading to be correct, we need to calibrate it using this knob over here, and we need to know two sets of information to be able to do that. The first is our outside air temperature in degrees Celsius. So we're going to toggle our display over here until we get the outside air temperature, and here we can see that our outside air temperature is 14 degrees. The next thing we need to know is our altitude. So we are cruising at 2,000 feet, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn this dial and look at this reading up here. So you're going to have to zoom in quite close because it's kind of small and difficult to read, but what we're going to do is we are going to turn this knob until this dial here, our altitude on this dial, so in this case 2,000 feet, needs to line up with our temperature in degrees Celsius. So plus actually goes to this side, and we go from 0 here to 30 here. So that means that this would be 10, 20, 30 degrees Celsius. So we're at 14, so we're kind of just below halfway between these two lines. So let's scale up our dial. Now at the moment we don't have very fine control over this dial, so you're not going to be able to be perfectly accurate. It seems like it kind of goes up in 5-degree increments. So there we would be setting 2,000 feet at 15 degrees. So that's kind of the closest we're going to get in this situation. As we are moving this knob, you can see not only are we moving this dial at the top, but also we are moving this ring at the bottom, and that is a kind of basic calibration of our true airspeed. And this is going to be useful if you're using your true airspeed for navigation. So that is how you set up the airspeed indicator to show true airspeed in the Cessna 172 Classic. If you found this video helpful, you know what to do down below, and as always, happy flying and many safe landings.